April 5th, 2017. This is our seedlings update. Pak choy, succession planting. Our peppers, these are hemo peppers. Basia bahia. The jalapeno, these are very old seeds and only one popped out. The Anaheim, that last one is coming out now. These were sown all the way back in February, right after Valentine's Day. Peppers really like warm temperatures in order to germinate, so that's why they're going about it slowly. Black pearl. And here are some Romas that were sowed March 12th. These are from seeds that we saved last year, and they're really viable, and they're just shooting with a lot of growth. So this year I want to save my energy so that I can concentrate on other plants, and instead of transplanting out and separating out every seed that sprouts, I'm going to thin them out. But I think what I may end up doing is, if they're far apart from one another, I may go and transplant them and break my rule for the year. Here are some shishito peppers, and we're going to grow a bunch of these for a lot of pepper crops so that we can make pepper paste. More Romas, so shishito, and shishito. I wrote old on the tags. These are from old seeds. I think the pods were from 2 years ago, and they got a good germination rate on them. Some of our bok choy. So though it works out, Mother Nature will go and thin out plants for you. We had, let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4, and then probably 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 bok choy plants, but it ended up that we have 4 remaining. Our spinach, they continue to grow uninhibited, and they're looking really nice right now. I think we're gonna get a good spinach harvest. Back there are the tomatoes that we transplanted, and they're coming along. Alright, let's come back over here. Waiting on the fushimi. These were sown on the 18th. Ping ting eggplants, like peppers, require a lot of heat, so I suppose we could put this on a heat mat if we want them to come out sooner. These are black Krim tomatoes, hollyhock, some peach passion sunflower. I've already transplanted a couple of them out to the front yard. What has sprouted? These are the manganji peppers. Still waiting on California Wonder. The seed packet was from 2 years ago, so maybe that might be an issue. These are the French giant spinach. Monstro de Viroflay, sown back on the 19th. You can see the true leaves forming, and then notice the size of the initial leaves compared to regular spinach, Lavoie. Let me bring this over so you can see it side by side. So you can tell that they're going to be giant. These are Lavoie, our succession spinach, our succession pak choy, and those we'll go to those later. Black Beauty. So everything here was sown on the 18th and the 19th. We're still waiting on another one. I should oversow the Black Beauty. Sometimes I'm stingy with seeds and I put one per pot, but I suppose I could have put one here, and if anything, separate the two. Telegraph cucumbers. The true leaves are coming in now. So we've already given away one pot, so we have at least 3, if not 6, if we divide these out. The early prolific straight Italian or summer squash have sprouted. These are mortgage lifter. I'm gonna pull one out carefully. These are really old seeds, and they've sprouted and they look really healthy. I think these are a couple of years, if not 3-year-old seeds. And these are beefsteaks. Muncher cucumbers have sprouted, and sweet Macklemore cucumbers. These ones were sowed recently on the 29th. We have dinosaur kale, and then our Georgia Southern collard greens have sprouted, and we're waiting for eggplants, and these are going to take longer. I might put these on a heat mat. This is a Louisiana eggplant. It's a green eggplant, and these are the Asian eggplants that come from Bob Mel's garden. So these are the Bob Mel's eggplant. And then I'll show you the okra that we have back here. If you caught the corn episode, here's a quick update. The bird did notice that we have fresh seeds in this patch now, because in the morning I noticed that there were a couple of holes that they've dug. So we've gone and put straw on here now. So we tipped them off by digging and disturbing the soil, and now they know that there's goodies under there. In the mason jars, 1, 2, 3, 4, are our okra, Stelli okra. And I've used a plastic cup in the past to protect our young directly sown plants from cutworms and pill bugs. And sometimes it could be time consuming to set that up, because with the breeze they blow over the cups, so you'll have to stake them down. I have a lot of jars, and I hate to throw away nice jars, so what I ended up doing was I looked up how to cut glass and basically cut the bottom out of them, and I can just set them down and not worry about the wind blowing them over. So we have our little tiny okra plants that are coming out. We have 2 here. They're not ready to be thinned out. I like to wait a little bit longer in case something does end up happening to one of them. These are older seeds. I think these are 3-year-old seeds, and the germination rate dropped down to about 40 to 50%, because there were about 4 or 5 seeds per spot. So we have those going on. And the other things we sowed were corn, and you probably saw how they're doing in the corn episode. So that's it for our seedlings today. I'll see you in the next one. Thanks for watching. Over in this little corner of the yard, last year we had some galangal growing, and we replanted it, and it's starting to pop out right there. We didn't get a good enough rhizome to have extra to harvest and use, and I think probably the reason is that with the afternoon sun it just bakes that plant and it's not too happy. So this year we wanted to grow something in front right here to block out the sun that comes this way, and we have this brandywine tomato growing. It's doing amazingly well here. It doesn't get all day sun, but that's made up by the super rich, compost rich and acidic soil that's here. The soil that's here is basically a lot of compost, because right in front is our secondary compost area where we just come and put our kitchen scraps and everything breaks down. We harvest this and put it up there for the plants, and the soil is super nice for them. In the back we have a wing bean that's growing, and it's hopefully going to grow and grow on this gate here and make wing beans for us. And if you're curious about this plant, this is a CISO. It's also known as a perilla. Basically ran out of space somewhere for it. Thought this would be a good area. It can provide shade and keep the soil cool in the afternoon for our galangal. And finally, this is a nasturtium. It's now flowered, and it's very nice to find that the color is coral, which is one of the colors of our wedding theme. Good reminder of that day. Heading back inside, I was reminded that we forgot to talk about these plants here. This is an update on our hybrid Chinese kale, the Suiho variety. And the way they're looking right now, they are telling us that they need nitrogen. The leaves don't look very good, so we've amended it with, hey, look, what do we have here? Caught you, pal. Trying to make a quick getaway. It'll make a good breakfast for our friend in the garage. They've since been given more nitrogen in the compost, so in a few days they should look a lot better. Over there is a Black Prince tomato, and this year with tomatoes I'm growing them below grade, and then when it grows taller we'll backfill it so that the plant can be exposed to more dirt, and with that they'll shoot out new roots, and with more roots they can draw in more nutrients, be healthier, and make lots of fruit for us. Okay, this is going to be a really segmented episode. I keep forgetting about plants and am reminded by them everywhere I go. Here's how our lotus is doing. It sheds water really quickly and pretty neat. It's fun to play with sometimes.